Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are tuning in. Good evening from South Korea. My name is Toiba, and you're welcome to Catch Up with Toiba. With me today is Nana Joy, my very good friend and a fellow mathematician. It's a privilege to have you here on this channel as the first person that I will be hosting. I'm so excited, and we're going to have a really nice time talking to each other.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, before we get started, why don't you introduce yourself to everyone?
Hello, everyone. My name is Joy Nana. I'm a Nigerian Ghanaian, and I'm a
Hmm.
mathematician, a master's student, about going into my last semester in Korea.
Okay, that was nice, but that was not the full introduction that we are looking for. You have to tell me which is better between Nigeria and Ghana jollof.
Ah,
Which is the best,
I think
actually?
it's the person who makes the food. It depends on
Oh, that's so
it's the
smart.
person who makes
That's
the food.
freaking smart, Nana. I don't believe so. You're going to answer. You will choose. You will choose whether you will go with your daddy or you will go with your mommy by the time we
Mm,
finish this recording.
I'll think
Hey,
about that.
that's really nice. Okay, so that's that on introduction, and I will have you guys know that Nana got here to South Korea on a very beautiful scholarship, which everybody known as the Korean government scholarship, the KGSP. Is the best actually, but the only catch is that you have to study Korean language for 1 year and you have to pass it up to three
Three.
level three. Yeah, so after you pass at the Korean Language Institute, which they call the KLI, then you'll be able to start your program of maybe 2 years for masters or 4 years for undergraduate, if I get it right.
Yeah, the undergraduate.
It's,
Yeah, and the PhD.
it's 4 years
Yeah,
too.
the PhD is 4 years. I think it also depends on the professor,
Mm.
and some people don't really have to study the language if they already have topic five.
From their home country.
Yes, you start the program immediately. But
Okay,
if
that's
you don't
interesting.
have, you start with the language school, and
I
if you
think
get
it's nice.
topic five
Yeah.
in 6 months, you can leave.
Okay, but recently I think it's been a little competitive to actually get that scholarship, right?
Yeah, it is.
Do
Since
you
a
know the
lot of
quota for
people
Nigeria currently?
Um, as at 2020, when I was coming,
2020.
yeah, as at
Okay.
2020, Nigeria had through the embassy was just four, and
Okay.
through the universities were five.
Oh,
But I
that's
think last
true.
year was seven. It has increased for
Oh,
last year, but I
wow.
don't know for this year, which is
Okay,
starting.
so you're saying that there are two tracks, right? The
Yeah,
embassy tracks
and the
and the
university
university
track.
tracks. Those that apply to the university track, we apply directly to the university.
Yes.
I think I read something about the requirements and the qualification and everything. And I'm going to be talking about that in details in preparation for the 2023 February intake.
Yes, please.
And that's the graduate student
Yeah,
intake,
just
right?
for graduate
Yes,
students.
I'm going to be talking about it later. But right now, the focus is on Nana. I'm so happy to have you.
I'm glad
So,
to be here.
quickly, can you tell me like things that you like, your hobbies?
Oh, for me, I like surfing the internet.
Hey, Gen Z. Oh, you're not a Gen Z. You're a millennial, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
think I
cool.
like learning new things, but not
Okay.
studying. Like,
Okay.
I prefer to learn new things, maybe not relating to my course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course, math is boring. We can all agree that you sometimes you just want to take a break from all the numbers or all the Greek alphabets, the
yes.
lambdas, the sigmas, and you just want to like do something else. But on such occasion, what do you usually do
Oh, I play games
on your phone?
on my phone, trying to win Toiba also.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, we are both competing in Candy Crush. I'm at level 5,100 and something,
Yeah, I'm
and
in
she's
level.
right behind me, and she's working tirelessly to actually go. Above me in levels. I don't know why, but don't care. So we're going to continue to enjoy the game. For
Okay.
me, I love to travel. You know that already. I
Yeah,
love to
that's
create content. I love to take photos. I take out really good clicks. If you go to
yeah.
Afe, you're going to see my work there. I take my friends good pictures.
Oh,
When
that's
it's my
true.
turn, oh my god.
Sorry, I can't take good
Sometimes,
pictures.
sometimes
So
I feel like crying because I would take pictures and then I would just give one of my friends the phone, and then it would become another story. Like, but we move.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you
I'm
don't need
one
to
of those
apologize.
friends, actually.
You don't need to apologize, but it's all right. I'm happy taking people pictures,
Yeah.
and I'm also happy spending time with my friends and everything. So let's come back to Korea. Can you tell me your favorite weather? Is
I
it
think
spring?
my favorite weather should be spring or
You have to think
fall.
about it.
Yeah, because the weather is good.
But the hair is usually not good in fall.
But
Everywhere is
the
dusty.
flowers are nice.
The
So
flowers are dead.
so
Ah, they're
it's not.
nice.
Oh, is it fall? Okay, then it's
Yeah.
spring. My favorite is spring. That's when
Yeah.
the flowers are beautiful. So I
Yeah.
go
They're
out
so
like
bright.
just dress for pictures alone and come
Yeah,
back to my
yeah,
room or be in
exactly.
school.
Sometimes in spring I dedicate like a day or two for photo shoot. I just take pictures of nature. I take pictures of myself or the environment. Everywhere is just so nice, so bright, so clean, and you want to like go out.
Yeah, and
The
the cherry
temperature is
blossom too.
perfect. You don't have to overdress or underdress. Everything is so extreme in Korea. You talk about the weather when in summer we go well over 40 degrees sometimes
Yeah, it's
or
so.
up to.
And the humidity what is what makes it worse.
It's usually very bad. So yeah, that's that and that. I also love spring. So let's get together and see some flowers and smell nice flowers sometimes. And I don't really have like an arrow or a guide to what we're supposed to talk about, but I would like to hear your views about South Korea generally. When people mention South Korea, or you see it, or you're out, or you're here, how do you feel? What does it feel like to be in Korea generally?
I think generally for me
Yeah.
personally,
Mm-hmm.
the word personally, I think it's okay. Like it's good. It has its disadvantages too,
Of course.
but it's good. But I think most people I have spoken to, like friends, like,
Mm.
why did you come here? And they're just like, oh, K-pop. But that is not me. I came because of book.
Oh, yeah, those guys are the armies.
They made me. They
With
made,
no offense to anyone, I love the armies. I'm very appreciative of their dedication and the way they carry the celebrities. But I don't know if maybe I'm old or something, but I'm not able to actually reason the same way they do. These people sing really well. They have interesting sounds,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I vibe to some of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I try. I vibe to some of them, and there are some few albums of the BTS that I also like. But I don't know how to be an army. And then when I
No.
say it to people, they're like, "You don't have to learn how to be an army. You just need to like one or two of them, and you need to support their music." I'm like, "Okay, I'll support them. No problem." So I can say maybe I'm an army in some sense, and I'm not an army in some sense,
I
but
am not
I
so.
entertain people when they try to like talk
Yeah.
about the BTS, especially people that are at home in Nigeria or in other countries, and they're like, "Oh, the BTS are so popular. Can you tell me this about Korea? Can you tell me that?" I try to entertain people as much as possible on my socials. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So I appreciate them, but you're saying now that you're not here because of BTS.
No, I didn't come to Korea because of K-pop. I came
Okay.
because of school.
Mm,
School. That's it.
mm. So, in your experience, what does it feel like to be studying in Korea? Is it a good experience? Is
It
it a
is
bad experience?
good. It is. I'll say good because my professors are like the best.
Nice.
I think coming to school, once your professor is good, your life is easier. Like
Yeah, I
easier.
agree. I
Because
agree.
school alone is difficult.
Yeah.
Then if your
Then
professors are.
graduate school is more difficult. And then if you have a difficult advisor, which are
It is.
professors, then there are issues. There is no way you can actually cope with all those parameters. You have to like have a good professor.
Yeah.
The availability of an advisor to help you with things is actually going to go a long freaking way. So
Yeah, the professor
yeah,
is really important.
yeah. How about making friends with Koreans?
Well,
Well, wait, you went to the language school.
Oh, I went to the language school
You. Mm-hmm.
as a GKS student, which is the Korean government scholarship
Mm-hmm.
student. So went to the language school for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I think with the language school you get opportunities to meet friends from different countries, like
Exactly. Other
different,
international
yeah,
students that are
different
in
countries.
Korea. Yeah.
So I think I have a lot of friends from different countries,
What
which
about Korean friends? Do
in
you
the
have?
language school, we don't have Korean in the class with us because it's only foreigners.
Yeah, but after language school, you
Yeah,
integrated into
yeah,
your
I made
normal
friends from
university.
church. I made friends also in my language school because the school had a talking club, which was
Mm-hmm.
like English talking club. So I had to speak with other Koreans, learning English, like just a free talk.
Yeah, I've also observed that. I don't know if you felt this way too, but most Koreans that are actually your friends, they approach you because they see you as an opportunity to practice their English.
Yeah,
Not
that's
really
true.
with the intention. Very few actually approach you with the intention of actually being your friend. But most of them approach you because they've learned English, but they don't have friends to practice with. Other Koreans they would prefer to speak Koreans to themselves, but or they would want to speak English with a native speaker or somebody that at least can speak English. So they'll come to you probably with Americano coffee. I like I like, can I be your friend? And then you guys will start talking and they will insist you speak English to them. But you on the other hand, you want to improve your
You're
Korean.
Korean.
So they will say, okay, how about you speak Korean to me? I speak English to you. I'm like, language don't work that way. We
I
have to
think
like be able
it's
to stick to one language so one person will be able to actually learn.
I think
Yeah.
it just depends on the individual. Like
Mm.
for me, I'm very bad at languages. So
I think it has to do with age. We are old. So Korean is not getting in as much
I'm
as it
bad at
should.
languages,
I'm
like
so jealous
really
of the
bad.
kids that are born here or other kids that their parents move here. They can actually go to like school, although there are some issues with that, right? That
Yeah,
we've identified, but they can actually be in the same class as Korean kids that are also innocent and they would speak to them and it will help them with their vocabulary and everything. But what will happen when they get home and their parents can't speak Korean?
I think since it's kids, they'll get used to it in school because for kids they can learn different languages all at home. The only
Okay.
problem is to start mixing
Ah,
and then to
yeah.
get, but as time goes, they would get to know the difference.
Of
So,
course, you're right. Of
and
course, you're
some
right.
are just naturally good with languages.
Yeah, I think naturally kids that are under three should be like better at language assimilation. But
Yeah.
we are like old ads. We are old. Seriously. So yeah, now to talk about the uncomfortable part, which is like what is the disadvantage of living in Korea?
So I would say, based on my experience,
Yeah.
I haven't had like a particular bad experience.
Okay.
Like I haven't gone through racism as a person.
Okay.
I don't have the individual experience, but I have experience of friends, but not as a person.
Okay.
But for me, I'll say the social life is totally different,
Mm.
especially coming from Nigeria or Ghana, knowing that the way you interact with friends is different.
Mm.
And mostly people are friends based on age. So you're asked the
Yeah,
first
that
question after your
part.
name, how old
What's
are
your
you?
age? How old are you? Where are you from? No, the first question is, what's your name? Then the second question is, where are you from? And the third question is, how old are you? Can you ask them in Korean? I know
Yeah.
the first one. Ilu mi moeyo.
Ilumi Moyo.
Ilu mi moeyo. Ilu mi moeyo. Then the second one is Onunara
Okay.
Saramioyo. Where are you from? Onunara Saramioyo. And then the third one they will be like, ah,
Wait,
Shengri
saying
Musumueyo,
yeah,
right?
saying
When is your
Musumoyo.
birth date? And then
Yeah.
when you give them the birth date, they will still ask you, is it international age or Korean age? Because in Korea, they usually have their age to be a plus, like plus one
Or
of the
two.
normal age or two. So
Yeah.
if you're like 20 in Korea, you're like 21 or 22, depending on your date of birth. So they will usually want to figure out what age are you. So it will actually affect the type of the formal or
Formal
informal
relationship.
relationship or even speaking. The way they will talk to you, the choice of words, and there are some things that they will never actually do with you because of your age. So they have that. I think I value that. But sometimes I feel it's hypocritical because sometimes they do something so worse, and you're like, you were respecting me, and at the
Yeah.
same time, you are throwing this nonsense at me. So, yeah. So, thank you for telling us all that. And is there something you want to tell us that I
With
didn't talk
regards to
about?
friendship,
Okay.
I think also I feel friendship better back home. Like I'm friends when I'm friends with you back home, I know
Yeah,
I'm actually your friend.
yeah.
But here you can't tell. I feel like I'm friends with you when we meet. But after
Hmm.
we leave each other,
We're no
we
longer
don't know
friends.
each other
Hmm.
till we meet again. Which for
Okay.
me I think personally I don't like.
Yeah, that's actually very common with Koreans, especially like when you're in the same class. I've had this experience personally. I've had this man in my class in my second semester, I think. So he is in my class, and we were grouped to have like an assignment submitted together. We were just two per group. So he came to me, of course, and like, oh, how do we go about this? What should we do? We made the plan immediately, and he was like, okay, to execute the plan, we should like fix another date for that. And we fixed another date, and we were supposed to meet at the library. And when he was coming, he came with coffee, with cake. I was like, oh, this is so nice. So I made a friend finally all this time. So he came, we ate, we finished the work and everything. And I think immediately we submitted on the school learning management system portal. We submitted, and then the next day we had a class, and the professor was like, oh, Toyiba and Nakim, you guys submitted your work yesterday. Oh, thank you so much. That was so early. And I looked over to the guy to smile, like, oh, well done. And I saw the guy come out face for me. Oh, after class, I now went back. I was like, good work yesterday, to make small
Yeah.
conversation and to continue being friends. I was like, yeah. Oh my God. I felt so embarrassed, and I was like, okay. I felt okay. I didn't even think deeply into it. I was like, maybe he's a guy and he's trying to be careful, the issue with rape and everything here too. So on the next time that happened to me, I also volunteered for the Office of International Affairs. And then we had this supporter group where we usually like promote the school to our countries. We post
Okay.
about the school so that people will ask questions and will be interested in applying. So there was a Chinese guy amongst us. Always a guy. So we usually promote the university through this program, and we were recruited to actually talk about KNU in our international space. So this guy, after the program, I met him at one of the school cafeteria, and I went to him. Oh, I think his name is Chen Hao Jin or something. So I went to him. Chen Hao Jin, long time. Oremani, yo. How are you? Something like that. And it's like, fine. He smiled, but the smile was obviously fake. And I was like, okay, no problem. So yeah, that's that about the stuff about Korea that's not really fancy. And I want to appreciate Nana for coming and feature on my first podcast.
Thank
And I
you.
want to say that I'm grateful for that. And I owe you a Starbucks Americano.
No,
Americano.
no, I don't like
So I
Americano.
should change it to what?
Coffee latte.
Coffee latte. Anyways, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and thank you for telling us about your side of things. And I hope that maybe next time we'll have you again.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye, guys.